Hello. You're welcome back to Immigrant Voices and Victories, where we share the personal journeys of immigrants in the UK, different people who have crossed the borders, crossed the oceans, and they have come to the UK and they have succeeded in their professional careers. Some of our guests are students, some are dependents who have transitioned, gone through different challenges, and they are always happy to share with us. Like I always say, Immigrant Voices and Victories is a place where you can learn, connect, and be inspired. And today we have a wonderful guest with us, Andrew. I'll save the surname for him because, I don't want to bastardize his surname. But Andrew is a recipient of the Global Talent. He did his master's here in the UK. He's a husband, and he works as a data analyst. And what a joy to host him today on Immigrant Voices and Victories. You're welcome, Andrew.
Thank you so much, Yemisi, for having me here. Yeah, I'm very, very excited to be here, today. I hope that my story will inspire and encourage someone one day. Thank you so much.
Awesome. So yeah, on Immigrant Voices and Victories, we like to make our guests comfortable. We've got some icebreakers, from 1 to 48. And yeah, I'd like you to choose a question and just to help us know a bit more about you.
Okay, let me go for one.
Question 1. Oh, wow. So what's something new or interesting you've learned recently?
I went for ice skating for the first time in my life just last month, that is a few weeks ago. So I learned how to do the ice skating of a thing, right? At the beginning, I never thought I could give it a try, but, I did it. And after a few minutes, I summoned courage. I started doing it like I've been doing it. So it's really, really an exciting moment for me, to be honest.
Wow. Awesome. Yeah, I went for ice skating ages ago and I fell 3 times. Trust me, before I got myself together.
Maybe I was lucky then.
You were lucky and you were good, I'm sure. Should we go for another one before we kickstart our interview?
Okay.
Another number?
The third one. Let's go for the third one.
Third one. Wow. What was your favorite recent meal and why? Wow.
My favorite recent meal is breadfruits.
Wow.
Yeah. So my beloved wife, she knows how to cook. I would say that it's, it's one of the qualities like she possessed that I like most, because I like eating and I like good food, right?
Wow.
So the way she
Awesome.
prepared it, garnished it with, some good stuff, I really enjoy it.
Please don't let us salivate on this channel.
Yeah, no worries.
Wow, awesome. Thank you so much. Love it. So yeah, let's start. Can you kindly introduce yourself to us and tell us where you're from, where you're originally from, like they always say, and yeah, who you are, basically.
Okay, thank you so much, Yemisi. My name is Andrew Nwanakwaugwu. Yeah, and my Igbo name or native name is Chinonso. Yeah, but people know me as Andrew. Okay, so I'm from Nigeria. Mbise, to be precise. Mbise is in Imo State, right? But I was born and bred in Aba, Abia State. So yeah, like we always say, Aba. I'm born and bred in Aba. So yeah, I studied computer engineering in my first degree. Before studying computer engineering at Michael Elokbra University of Agriculture, Mudike, I did ND, National Diploma in Computer Science at Abia State Polytechnic. And after my master's, I worked a little bit as a system analyst, then as a data analyst, then moved to the UK on the 4th of February 2021 for my master's in data science at the University of Salford. While I was doing my master's, I got jobs. So though the process was not that easy, there were so many hurdles, but thank God, yeah, I got a job and I'm working today here in the
Awesome.
UK. Thank
We
you.
are going to come to those hurdles, so because people need to know that easy to be a dogu.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah. So, what really motivated you to pursue your masters in the UK?
Okay, yeah. First of all, I don't just want to be a local champion, right? I want to be an international champion, right? So
Mm.
I feel that I need to like go outside, like learn from a different environment. And because of my research, I discovered that University of Salford, I can have good reputation for the data science I want to do, right? So I decided to go there. And also, I am a Manchester United fan. I noticed that the university is very close to Manchester United football ground. So I said, that will give me opportunity to maybe go there at my leisure as well. So yeah, these are like some of the reasons why I decided to study here in the UK and in Manchester, to be precise.
Wow, awesome. Okay, shout out to all the Man U fans there.
Thank
Wow,
you.
that's so good. So, how did you adapt to the cultural environment when you first moved to the UK? How did you find it?
Hmm. Seriously, I would say that it's not funny, right? Right from the first day I stepped into this UK, yeah, people told me that, man, I should get ready. The weather here is too cold. I bought a jacket, but I never knew that the jacket I bought is like a singlet. Seriously, when I arrived, the kind of cold, like I couldn't really bear it. I was seriously shaking, right? So that's one of the first shock. And even to today, I still try to, adapt to the code. So yeah. Another thing, the way they greet. Normally in Nigeria, if you see an elderly person, you have to greet the person, good morning, sir, stuff like that. If it's your colleague, a senior colleague, you try to, show respect, greet. But here,
Mm.
you don't greet, you call people by their name, right? I could remember my first role as a data analyst at HMRC. It was difficult for me to call people,
Your
even
boss.
my manager by their names, right? But
Yeah.
that's what they want. That's the culture here. So it was
Yeah.
really a culture shock, and also the intonation, trying to adapt, understand them, right? I could remember during my masters, right? There was this lecturer that it was really difficult to really understand the intonation. But as time unfolds, I started understanding the intonation and stuff like that. Yeah. So,
Wow, awesome. The cultural challenges you've faced, how did you overcome them?
okay, talking about the intonation, right? The thing I know that helped me, I met some friends, right? So I started interacting with them. So I started getting used to their intonation, how they speak, and also I started watching some of their videos and some of their comedy and stuff like that. Prior before this time, right? I don't even watch all these movies and all of that. But I felt that okay, that will really help me, master how they talk, and stuff like that. So when I started doing it, I see that there is this improvement, I started improving on that, right?
Oh,
I started
wow.
improving.
So, were there
Okay,
any
okay.
particular challenges you faced during your academic journey?
Yeah, like I mentioned, the intonation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like some lecturers, it was difficult for me to like understand them when they were teaching, right?
Mm.
So the good thing during the pandemic, because most of our lectures were online, there were recorded sessions. So what I did is what after the main class, I tried to
You.
listen to the recorded video.
Mm-hmm.
I went online, YouTube, try to like digest here. So I would
The
advise people to
material.
always make out time to like study, go through this thing. Maybe you may not even understand this, in class.
Yeah.
Most people are like that. So
Mm.
revisit it and build a strong network,
Yeah.
right? Network with people,
Mm.
network not just with people, not just with anyhow people, network with like-minded people, people that are
Awesome.
serious, right?
Yeah.
Make
Mm-hmm.
friends, don't discriminate, make friends from people from different tribes, right? You
Mm.
don't know who will be helpful, and be helpful to
Yeah.
people as well,
Yeah.
because yeah, you don't know the benefit that you would derive from helping people. In fact, my best friend today, Oluwafemi Olawanyi, I met him via our student WhatsApp group, right? So he just chatted me up one day that he noticed that I like helping people and he likes helping people. So that's why he wants to like connect with me, let's network and stuff like that. And we've been helping each other till today, right? So there are
Wow.
so many
Awesome.
testimonies, right?
Yeah.
So network with people,
Mm-hmm.
do your best and all of that.
Awesome. Wow. So how do you think your academic background helped you as a data analyst?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that really, really helped me. Like I already mentioned, I studied computer engineering in my first
Yeah.
degree
Mm-hmm.
and data science in my master's. So on the course of my computer engineering degree studies, I learned the basics, right? Some of the stuffs I need in the data science, or like how to code using we started from QBasic,
Mm.
then Visual Basic, then Python. Python is fast. That's what I will even encourage people to make sure if you want to do venture into data science, data analytics, please make sure you learn how to write some codes using Python programming language. So it really helped me because I could remember the first assignments we were given. I didn't find it that much difficult because of the prior knowledge I had, that really, helps me. Then I bet on that, and also in looking for jobs, in searching for jobs, right? My experience in Nigeria and my academic experience, because I graduated as the second best in my first degree, yeah. So almost first class, but 4.22, so over 5.00. So that really, kind of helped me, during the job search. Because I tell people that every challenge is there to charge me for a positive change,
Mm.
right? I summoned that courage. I told myself that, yeah, I will do it. I can do it. Henry Ford says that if I say I can or I cannot, I am right. I told myself that I can do it, and I was able to like secure IT role. Yeah,
Wow.
yes.
Wow. That's so good. So good. Can you share your experience of transitioning from a student into the British workforce?
Okay, yeah. Number one, I mentioned that I've got like few experience, right,
Yes.
prior before coming to the UK, which I would say was helpful, right? And also, there is a big difference between working in Nigeria and also working here in the UK,
Mm-hmm.
right? Especially huge companies as huge as my former employer, the HMRC, there are so many rules, there are so many guidelines that you must strictly follow. So, and the good thing is that they provide a lot of training, right? So, but you just have to make sure that you follow those guidelines, right? So, and another thing is that if you are transitioning from a student to a professional work environment, the good thing is that they don't expect you to be a guru, right? But be able to learn, right? You have to be an agile learner. Be open to learn new things and unlearn, right? There are things you need to unlearn, and there are things you need to what learn. Before you start, they always give like some courses, some training you need to do, because I deal with a lot of data, a lot of information there. So you need to like do like a lot of compliance training, data privacy policy and all of that. So make sure you finish those training. They are very, very important. You understand? So, and that will show that yes, you are serious in working and you are serious in what you are doing and all of that, and also, have listening ears, right? Always try to listen, especially when you know that maybe you are coming from a different part of the world. You may not be able to understand everything people say, but try to listen, try to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions, right? In fact, one of the things that I made my manager to like me is because I like asking questions, right? So to the extent, my manager till today is really proud of me because of what? She saw that, improvements. She saw that, yeah, I'm willing to learn and I'm doing the work and I'm being productive as time, unfolds. So these are like little tips and all of that. Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, it's a different world when you've been a student and when you're a professional, so transitioning into that professional space is something to actually think about. There are two different environments, being a student and, being a professional. And there are quite a lot, one must be able to adapt to be able to survive as a professional. Your master's degree, was it a scholarship or was it self-sponsored?
It was self-sponsored, unfortunately.
Wow,
But
that's
the
good.
good thing is that there was 3,500,000 pounds discount. So
Yeah.
the university gave me 3,500,000 discount, which really helped.
Wow. So,
So
but here you are today. You are going to be, making your school fees back in no time.
that's it. That's the dream. Yeah, fortunately,
Yeah.
to God be the glory.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
glad that I made that decision. To be
Wow.
honest.
As a self-funded student, how did you balance financially in the UK?
Okay, how I balanced financially in the UK. Okay, it was not really easy, right? I must say that. But I think I was a little bit prepared. I have some funds with me, right? Like when I moved into the UK. So that really helped. Of the COVID, I couldn't get even any menial job after my first month. So I had to pay my rent with the little naira I had. And also that same networking, right? So I started networking with people. Like there's numerous benefits of networking, right? I started networking with people. In fact, people I helped during their registration, the school portal registration, all of that. I was helping people. In fact, I was the admin for my states for data science 2021 January intake. I was the admin, I was helping people register and all of that, So that's how I got in contact with people who introduced me to shifts. You understand? So I started with the cleaning job, then did my SIA license. Like I told you, I support United, so I I worked for Manchester United as a SIA. So I had opportunity to watch football and get paid while watching football. So sometimes,
For
so
free. Wow.
it was really a nice experience. I get paid and also enjoy watching football. Although sometimes
Um,
I don't get opportunity to be inside. Sometimes I
the
have to be,
stadium.
yeah, outside. So, well, it was really a nice experience, So I was like working, though it was not easy. At some point, it wanted to affect my academics, but thank God it did not, and I came out in flying colors. Till today, my professor, the head of the department, is really proud of me. In fact, I have an invitation to come and talk to new students by Monday, So it's really something I'm grateful for, and I thank God the success He granted me throughout my journey. Yeah.
Wow. Awesome. Thank God. So if you're out there, you're a student struggling, you don't have too much money, you're financially strained, there is Andrew with his testimony. Yes, you get shifts, you get jobs, menial jobs that you can do, even if it's in a stadium, for the football lovers. But something would always come through. But don't lose sight of what actually brought you to UK, which is your studies. Being able to
Sure.
balance all the menial jobs you're doing, and if you can keep to it, then your success is sure. So how are you balancing having transition from a student to a professional? How have you been able to balance work and life in general?
Nice one. That's a nice question. Yeah. Like I mentioned, I recently got married. So I stopped working. My last role, I stopped in July. I traveled to Nigeria in August for my wedding and came back and started this work. So I told myself that that's how I really planned it. So failure to plan is what?
Mm,
Planning to wait. What? Fair. Always
yeah.
plan your program ahead of time. Don't wait for the time to come for you to start planning, right? So yeah, so far so good. I planned it. So and by God's grace, it's really worked out for me. When I secured the job, I told myself, okay, and I knew when I would start the role. So I decided to go. I decided to travel for my wedding and all of that, right? So came back, then started the job, right? So your question is, how am I able to what balance
Balance
the whole
life
thing?
and work.
Balance, like, yeah, always have a plan, right? Have a timetable, right? I told myself, like, so time, this is what I'm going to do today, every day. Do you get it? Sometimes it may not work as you plan, but if you plan, right, and try to execute what you've already planned, right? Tell yourself that, okay, so time, I'm going to give 1 hour. Be jealous with your time. Don't waste time for everything. And also, try to have enough rest as well. To some people, they feel that having rest means that they are wasting time. No, I notice that when I have enough rest, if I go back to work, I am more productive, right?
Awesome.
So,
Yeah.
and as time unfolds, I'm still learning. I'm still new in the system, right?
Yeah.
I'm still learning. Yeah. So I believe that I will continue to what? Improve, So engage in activities that will help to, improve, that will help you to improve and all of that. Yeah.
Wow. 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 This interview has been going so great. We've talked about, how Andrew has been able to adapt to the British culture, what he studied. And then during his study, he got a job that was ready to sponsor his visa, which means every experience you have, it does count, isn't it? Every
Sure.
experience you have, it always just has a way of helping your employability, which is so, so good. Wow, wow, wow. This is the first part of the interview. And it's going
Mm.
so well with Andrew here today. We on Immigrant Voices and Victories. Just take a minute to subscribe if you've not subscribed to this channel, because we're bringing so many guests your way to share their personal journey of the challenges they faced. And we believe all our journeys as immigrants are unique. And if we can always inspire one another, show each other the way, of how to get better, even as immigrants in this country. So this is the end of part one. And yeah, come back to this channel for part two. Subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell, share this video, and inspire someone that is either trying to find a job, people that are trying to apply for global talent visa. Andrew is here to tell us all about it. See you in the next video. God bless you. No limit. We'll talk to you soon.